Hello guys, welcome back to Inside Hub. Here Sam Sisoin speaking, and this video will begin with Trump again. The reason for starting with Trump is nothing else. He has threatened Afghanistan now. He's saying things like, I will come, I will wage war, I will destroy you, and making jokes about it. The first point is about condition in which America withdrew from Afghanistan in 2021. And the whole world were witnessed that disgraceful situation happened to America at that point of time. And that disgraceful situation, one could even say it was Trump who set the stage for it. Because in 2020, just before he lost the election, Trump had brought the Taliban to Oman and sat them down at the negotiation table and pushed the talk forward there. Similar talk were also held in Qatar, but those discussions couldn't be finalized at that point of time. Before that could happen, Trump had to step down afterward in 2021. As soon as Joe Biden administration came in, America pulled its troop out of Afghanistan. That's what happened. And guys, all those situations are very clear at that point of time. I still remember that scene at Bagram Air Base when the aircraft took off. Wherever there was space inside the aircraft, people clung on tightly. I can still recall that flight taking off, such a massive aircraft rising into the sky. At that moment, from kilometers above the ground, people were falling down. Human lives were lost in that in tragic way there. In this manner, America carried away many people on those flights. But even now, Trump's stance is that a very individual who were taken on those flights should not be granted citizenship in US. This is what we call double standard, right? And guys, the second point is this. Afghanistan does receive some help from India, and that is a positive factor for Afghanistan now. Trump has been saying that he wants the Bagram Air Base back. You must have to seen that video the day America left Afghanistan and abandoned Bagram Air Base. Every year they hold a military parade there, a so-called victory parade, especially at Bagram Air Base. That is a video I have shown the scene of such a victory parade. America left behind military equipment worth billions. Taliban militants were seen sitting on top of those aircraft, armored vehicles, and even helicopters, taking photos and flaunting them. This became a massive troll on social media at that time. The way America excited Afghanistan was shameful, and that reality cannot be denied by anyone. And it's against this backdrop that Trump now comes out with such threats. But Afghanistan has responded strongly. At first, remember, they politely said that America is not welcome in our land. Now, however, Afghanistan has begun using harsher words to criticize the United States. And guys, Afghanistan says for 20 years you fought in the country, yet America were you able to eliminate us? Did so-called world police manage to wipe us out? That is very valid question Afghanistan is asking now, and America has no answer against this. America's tone has always been like this. I'm the king, I speak, you listen and obey. This is the way America has spoken to Afghanistan, and this is the tone they have used. During those 20 years of American presence, yes, an entire generation in Afghanistan received education and managed to survive. That much is very true. But the reform, the continuation of that education system, and the modern way of life that the common world follows, America failed to ensure that it could be sustained in Afghanistan. If America truly wanted to, they should have secured that continuity during those 2 decades instead of suddenly fleeing and then later coming back demanding the same base. That means air base. That makes no sense here. This base, after all, is a fully structured one built by America with a long-term plan. It's a strong base, and now America decided to haul it again, especially in Central Asia. Why? I'm asking why. Because of China's threat, China's nuclear test, and ties with North Korea. Means China ties with North Korea. These factors gave America fresh motivation to refocus on this base, but that's not the only reason here. Central Asia also has huge Russian and Chinese influence, and the trade route to Europe are much easier through this corridor from Asia. So America wants a foothold here. Their strategy was always been to maintain unique bases in multiple countries in order to keep their global power intact. And in Central Asia, however, many countries, whether Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, or Turkmenistan, are distancing themselves from the dollar and allying more with Russia and China. That is why Trump, in particular, decided to re-establish a hold in this region. At the same time, America is also eyeing Afghanistan natural resources, including rare elements as well. If Afghanistan refuses to hand over this base, America's approach seems to be even if drop a couple of bombs, we must secure it. Now, Trump is openly raising such demands here. He even went as far as to bring up Nobel Prize talks and trying to highlight issues like the India-Pakistan conflict, the Azerbaijan-Armenia war, and the Congo-Rwanda clashes. He listed all this out, putting pressure on India now. But India's neither denying nor accepting anything here, just saying neutral and standing neutral. That is India's current position here. And why should we bend before such an egoistic person? That is the question here. Because if we provoke him, he might escalate matters. His temper, his pressure, his arrogance, all flaring up and leading him to show off some rash actions here. That's much is almost certain. And guys, I believe you all like the video. If you do so, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And thanks for watching. See you in the next video.